Have you ever tried to escape hard work, only to make your own life harder? Sometimes, the easy way looks smart. Sometimes it even works for a while. But sooner or later, every shortcut asks for a price. This is a story from a quiet time, about a kind boy, a clever but lazy horse, and a lesson neither of them would ever forget. Long ago, in a peaceful village in feudal Japan, there lived a young trader named Tom. He was not rich and he was not famous, but everyone in the village knew him as a gentle and honest boy. Every morning, Tom would load his goods onto his horse and travel to the nearby market. Most days, Tom traded salt. It was simple work, but it was honest work. He would place a heavy sack on the horse's back, walk beside it along the dirt road, sell the salt at the market, and return home before sunset. But Tom's horse was different. It was strong, but it was also lazy. It did not like long walks. And more than anything, it loved finding ways to avoid hard work. One day, Tom prepared to go to the market as usual. He placed a full sack of salt on the horse's back and started the journey. Along the way, Tom stopped to collect some food for himself, letting the horse walk ahead slowly. After a few hours, the horse reached a narrow wooden bridge that crossed a shallow river. As soon as it stepped onto the bridge, it suddenly slipped and fell into the water. The sack broke open, and the salt spilled into the river and dissolved. The horse cried out for help, splashing and shouting until it managed to climb back onto the road. When Tom finally arrived, he noticed something strange. The sack felt much lighter than before. At first, Tom thought he had made a mistake while weighing the salt. But the same thing happened again and again for many days. Each time the horse crossed the bridge alone, each time it slipped into the water, and each time the sack became lighter. Slowly, Tom began to understand. The horse was not unlucky. It was being clever. One morning, Tom decided to follow quietly from a distance. He watched as the horse reached the bridge, lowered its body on purpose, and dropped the sack into the river. Tom saw the truth clearly. The horse was using the river to make its load easier. Tom did not shout. He did not get angry. Instead, he smiled softly and made a plan. The next day, Tom packed a sack with cotton instead of salt. The sack looked light, but cotton becomes heavy when it drinks in water. He placed it on the horse's back and began the journey. As expected, when the horse reached the bridge, it slipped into the river again. But this time, something was different. The cotton soaked up the water and became heavy, much heavier than before. It sank deeper and cried out in fear, calling for help. Tom ran to the bridge and pulled the horse to safety. Looking at it calmly, he said, "I hope you understand now, but habits are hard to break." The next day, the horse tried another trick. It dropped the cotton again, then ran off and dumped the load somewhere and hid. When Tom found the cotton scattered on the ground, he was angry, but he was also kind. He scolded the horse, but he did not hurt it. Tom knew something important. Tricks do not end with one lesson. They end with patience and training. So Tom went back to trading salt. He walked beside the horse. He trained it. He watched it carefully. Still, the horse kept trying small tricks. Then one day, something unexpected happened. The horse slipped and fell into the river again, but this time, not on purpose. It panicked and cried out, "Tom, please help me." Without thinking, Tom grabbed a rope and ran. He threw the rope to the horse and pulled it out safely. The horse stood there, shaking. For the first time, it did not look clever. It looked ashamed. From that day on, the horse never tried to cheat again. Tom continued trading salt. The horse carried its load, and they walked the road together, honestly and quietly. And so, the lesson remained. Laziness may look like an easy answer, but it always creates bigger problems in the end. Hard work may be heavy, but it never drowns you.